Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Game of Factions. It's 2023, but we're trying something new with Game of Factions. I've said it like 80 times. We're going to put out a video to explain it. It'll happen before this airs, I promise. We're busy, okay? But Game of Factions, shaking up. I'm going to do something. I'll do it by myself. Cody, you going back down. We're very excited to shake up Game of Factions, have some new strategy play out into it. If you don't know what the whole new shindig with it is, go and check out that video. I'll put it in the description below. But we're playing a Game of Factions match. It's very exciting. It's Fandom singles. We've got today Abel here representing Fun DMC. We've got David here representing the, I forget what the new faction name is. David?
Don't ask me.
Okay, great. We're off to a great start. Rogue Nation. I couldn't remember. It's not the Kingston anymore. Rogue Nation. Rue is here to be here for Phoenix Club. And then we've got Jim here for the video store. So
buy our shit.
Buy our shit. Yes, there you go. So otherwise, it's a pretty normal Fandom Fights match with a round 1, a round 2, round 3, like you've seen at Game of Factions before. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get into it. Round number 1 is going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions. So random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you'll get a bonus question to you, only to you. Gentlemen, you each have 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the match. Any questions?
Nope.
Awesome. Let's get into it with your first question, which is coming in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore asks Harry to retrieve a memory about Tom Riddle from who? So I said to Nick, do you want to host the Game of Factions match with me? And he said, if I'm available, I will be there. And I said, great. 20 minutes ago, he said, I can't be there. And I said, no.
JK.
I was sad. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Very sad. We love you, Nick. Let's go to Abel.
Horace Slughorn.
And David?
Professor Slughorn.
Rue.
Slughorn.
And Jim.
I like what David put. Prof. Slughorn.
That is correct. Slughorn is the correct answer. Everybody gets the point. It's 1 across the board. Your next question is in the category of Law and Order. Who directed Live Free or Die Hard? This is the one where people die hard, but they also might live free. I don't know. Actually, I've seen the movie. I watched it like a month ago-ish, I want to say, roughly. So that when Nick tested me on questions, I wouldn't just sit there and go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
I don't know. Richard Donner.
Let's go to Rue.
Len Wiseman.
Jim.
Not that.
And Abel.
Len Wiseman.
Len Wiseman is correct. So Abel and Rue take a 1-point lead. Your next question is in the category of sci-fi icons. In Terminator Genesis, who shoots and kills the T-800 that is sent back in time to kill Sarah Connor? Terminator Granny Smith, as I used to call it. Not a good film. No, not good. I was watching it this 3-ish weeks ago. Start of it, I was like, this isn't that bad. And then it kept going. I was like, okay, it's not good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
Pops.
And Jim.
Kyle.
Let's go to Abel.
I said she did it herself.
And David.
I also said she did it herself.
She did it herself. Sarah is correct. So Abel takes a lead, and David gets another point. So Abel's in the lead 3-2 to 2-1. Your next question is in the category of
question.
DC. DC is the next question. Did you say it was a bad question?
No, I said it was a something different ass question.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Your next question is in the category of DC. Which DC film will you find the characters Linda Lee, Selena, and Jimmy Olsen? DC. Detective Comics, as some might call it. Zario's least favorite thing on the planet. He's kind of like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim, let's go to you.
I guess the one with Brendan Routh. Superman Returns.
Abel.
Supergirl.
David.
Supergirl.
And Rue.
Supergirl.
Supergirl is correct. Your next question is in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Deadpool? Captain Deadpool, sexy motherfucker. I like this movie. I haven't watched this in a long time, actually. This is I've stayed away from most Marvel and DC post my wrapping up my fandom fights career. But I got to get back to some of my favorites. It's not the Supergirls of the world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jim. Let's go to Abel.
Junkie XL.
David.
Junkie XL.
Rue.
As his real name, but yes, Junkie XL.
And Jim.
Not Junkie XL.
Junkie XL is correct. So Abel maintains a 5 points for his lead. The next question is in the category of Disney animation. What was the last Disney animation film where the main character was a princess? To be a prince or princess. Probably not a fun life. Maybe, I don't know. Can't say I've ever been in the position, but Bucky's a princess. Where are you? There he is. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. And that's going to be Jim's first repeat. What was the last Disney animation film where the main character was a princess? Are you a princess? Yeah. Yes, you are. Oh, he loves it. Aren't you? Yeah. You're adorable. You want to come on co-host? Nick is in here. Your friend Nick. Your best friend Cody's here, though. He loves Cody. Big fan of Cody, the Bucky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Abel to kick this one off.
Okay, I said Raya and the Last Dragon.
Let's go to David.
I said Frozen 2.
Let's go to Rue.
I said Raya and the Last Dragon.
And Jim.
I had that, and then I changed to Frozen 2.
Raya and the Last Dragon. Correct answer.
Good pull. Good pull.
Abel remains perfect as we get into the 7th question, which is in the category of YA. In Twilight, Breaking Dawn Part 1, Edward and Bella cut their honeymoon short when they realize that what has happened. Jim probably a little upset because this is going to be the 2nd point that he gets in the math. Giggling to himself because he knows the answer. Because he probably knows or he's giggling because he hates me for writing this question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
She's pregnant.
Let's go to Rue.
Bella is pregnant.
Let's go to Jim. Oh boy, I cursed it. I cursed it.
No, I wrote down the wrong last word.
What?
No, I messed up.
Okay, Abel.
I think I overcomplicated it. I said she's pregnant and the baby is killing her.
I would accept that as well. So yeah, Bella's pregnant is what we were looking for. She's pregnant. So we're gonna move on to our next question, which is the category of Star Trek. How many Star Trek films feature the character Montgomery Scott? No Miller Lite for me today. I'm drinking some agua. I was just out at lunch with some friends, and I had 2 Miller Lights at lunch. So I'm going to hydrate while we do this. Why are you staring into my soul? Are you upset? Do you not like the question or something? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
10.
Jim.
9.
Let's go to Abel.
I also said 10.
And David.
10.
10 is the correct answer. So the next question is in the category of Pixar. In Incredibles 2, the boy that Violet likes, Tony Reidinger, works at what type of establishment? Jody Reidinger. This movie's kind of mid. Not a big fan of it. There's parts of it that are awesome. And there are parts that are not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Jim.
Restaurant.
Let's go to Abel.
Okay. I also said restaurant.
David.
I said diner.
And Rue.
Restaurant.
Restaurant, diner. I'll accept both of those answers. So,
Abel
Abel has 9, David has 7, Rue has 8, and Jim has 2 going into the final question of the round. If Abel hits this, it will be a perfect round. Your question is in the category of American Spies. In Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, Jack's girlfriend Kathy finds what in Jack's coat, which he later lies about? Not great to lie to your loved ones. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Especially if their name is Maggie. They'll be mad at you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
Is it a cinema ticket?
Let's go to Rue.
Movie ticket.
Jim.
I just wrote necklace.
And for the perfect round, Abel.
It's my first one. Movie ticket.
Movie ticket is
Nice.
correct. Cinema ticket. So Abel gets the perfect round. Abel, your bonus question is going to go to you, only to you. Your question is, what director has directed multiple sci-fi icons films as well as multiple Law and Order films? Five, 4, 3, 2.
John McTiernan.
That's incorrect. We were looking for Michael Bay. Michael Bay, Transformers and the Bad Boys.
I completely forgot that was a thing. Okay.
So, the final score coming out of round number 1, Abel's in the lead with 10. Rue is in second with 9. Then we have David with 8 and Jim with 2. So, we're going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is going to be worth 1 or 2 points apiece. Unless you want to check the multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. And there is no spinners or opponent's choice on this wheel, as it is a multi-person match. And stealing is available in this round for all players. So if the person getting the questions misses, you guys will need to write down your steal opportunity on your whiteboard. You will get another 5 to 10 seconds, usually 10 seconds, to write down your answer, and then I will go to each person for a steal. Are there any questions before we get into round number 2?
No.
Okay. All right, the categories on today's wheel are Wizarding World, DreamWorks Animation, YA, James Bond, Star Trek, Disney Animation, Middle-earth, and Star Wars. And as I previously stated, no spinners and opponent's choice. Abel, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Rue?
Let's ask Champ.
Yeah. I also forgot the Transformers movies existed, so don't feel bad. I think we defer on this one.
Cool. Sure thing.
We'll bring in Cody. Cody and Rue, would you like to spin or defer to David?
Just go right now.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay. So this is going to be the spin for Rue. It lands on James Bond.
Let's
We can spin that again.
spin that again. Yeah.
Okay. This is what you are stuck with. And it lands on YA.
All right.
Okay, just work through it.
All right, Rue. Are you ready for your questions in YA?
Yep.
Your first question. In which YA film does a character attempt to visit their old home to find that the area their house was in was bombed? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. That is your first repeat. In which YA film does a character attempt to visit their old home to find that the area their house was in was bombed? Jim, can we get both hands on the screen? Thank you.
Mockingjay Part 1.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. Who plays the evil vampire Jane in the Twilight Saga?
Dakota Fanning.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Divergent, who puts Triss in the hospital after beating her handedly in a fighting match?
Peter.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question, penultimate question. In The Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, what type of natural event causes Thomas and the other Gladers to take shelter in Jorge's hideout?
Lightning Storm.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question in the category of YA. In The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, what district is Joanna from?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, District 2, B, District 4, C, District 7, or D, District 12.
7.
That is correct for 1 point and the clean sweep of YA. So we'll get to total up to 18. So we're going to bring back the wheel, and we're going to bring back in.
I thought the answers were going to be 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're going to bring back in Jake. So, Abel, would you like to spin now or defer to David?
I think we can go. Like I don't want to be last, but
No, I like all the categories. So let's.
Yeah, I think we've got this is good. So yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Right.
Then this is your spin, Abel. It is a free spin. This wheel likes YA.
I feel like you would have liked that category though.
Yes.
It lands on Disney animation.
This is pretty good for you.
Yeah, I'm fine with keeping that.
You're cool with keeping it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
So,
All right. Abel, are you ready for your questions in Disney animation?
sure.
All right, your first question. Which Disney animated film has supporting characters named Hugo, Victor, and Laverne?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your second question. In The Little Mermaid, in exchange for her voice, Ursula makes Ariel human for how long?
Is it unobvious?
5, 4, 3.
3 days.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your next question. How does the queen die in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Long time since I've seen that movie. Repeat, please.
All right, that is your first repeat. How does the queen die in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, poisoned, B, stabbed, C, falls to death, or D, crushed.
Okay, let's go with she falls to her death.
That is incorrect. Everyone else, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, poisoned, B, stabbed, C, falls to death, or D, crushed? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
Crushed.
Let's go to Rue
D. Crushed.
and Jim. D is correct. Crushed.
C is what I said.
I thought you said stabbed.
He said falls to death. But anyway, Abel, your next question. What specific type of animal is Boomer in The Fox and the Hound? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat. What specific type of animal is Boomer in The Fox and the Hound?
Specific. Okay.
5, 4, 3.
A woodpecker.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
And your final question in the category of Disney animation. Entangled, what Pixar voice actor voices the hook-handed thug in The Snuggly Duckling? Five, 4.
Brad Garrett.
That is correct.
Jesus Christ.
2 points. Brad Garrett is the correct answer. So Abel gets his total up to 18. With the steals, Amaru actually jumps in the lead at 19. David with the steals at 9, and Jim is at 2. So we're going to go into the wheel again, and we are going to bring in Spence. David, would you like to spin or defer to Jim?
Just want to go?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Bring that shit.
Bring that shit, they say. This is for David. It lands on the
Go.
Wizarding World.
You good, David?
Yeah, I'll
All right,
take it.
Take your time, use your repeats, get the lead.
All right, David. Are you ready for your questions in the Wizarding World?
Yeah.
Your first question. In which Wizarding World film will you find the resurrection of a dead animal?
Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your second question. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who attempts to heal Harry's broken arm during the Quidditch match against Slytherin?
Gilderoy Lockhart.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, after escaping the wedding, Hermione becomes upset because she forgot what event.
Harry's birthday.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Ron is speechless after attempting to ask who to the Yule Ball.
Fleur de la Cour.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question in Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Snape dies where on the Hogwarts grounds?
So like the docks.
I would accept that for 2 points.
Can I bring in Cody?
Yeah. Oh, he brought it in.
I meant to cam on and I hit the wrong button. I don't think that's the docks. It's the boathouse.
It's the boathouse. They never call it the docks.
Yeah,
It's on water.
Mhm.
Do we want to do it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the challenge is it's not specifically called the docks or the docks. It's the boathouse. He dies in the boathouse.
Okay, we'll be right back after this challenge. Hey, we're back. Cody's my best friend. This was a fun challenge. So boathouses, docks, a little different. So I looked into it and I accepted the answer because I thought they were kind of interchangeable upon digging in, looking at the scene, looking at the transcript and everything. Their docks are different from boathouses, and unfortunately boathouse was the correct answer. A boathouse was the correct answer. So David will not be able to get the points. So we're going to give a steal now, a steal opportunity to Abel, Rue, and Jim, which they will not get multiple choice on. They're going to get just the 2-point steal option. So your new question is, what type of object is stolen from a Gringotts vault by Harry at the start of the Deathly Hallows Part 2? We're looking for the type of object that is stolen. Oh, Rue kept this challenge too, by the way. I forgot to mention that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
it's a goblet/cup of Helga Hufflepuff.
Abel
Yeah, I just said cup.
and Rue.
As did I. I said cup.
Cup, a goblet of Helga. That is correct. So, at the end of David's turn, then I have the score is Rue is in the lead with 21. Abel trails with 20. David is at 17. Jim is at 4. So we're gonna bring back the wheel, and we're gonna bring in Nazario. Hey, haven't seen you in a while, except in the
You
chat.
did.
Jim, this is your spin.
Panama.
It lands on your favorite, James Bond.
Huh. What do you think, Nazario? You're still muted.
They're still muted.
Okay. I think in my official position as the League of Cinephiles single champion,
Oh my God.
you should spin again.
I mean, this man does know what David Spade looks like, so I'm going to have to agree with Nazario and spin again.
This is your second spin.
Great.
Land
Fuck!
So, Jim, are you ready for your questions with James Bond?
Nope.
Okay. Your first question in James Bond. Which James Bond film features Bond pretending to be a friend of the main villain who is a drug lord?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, License to Kill, B, Thunderball, C, Tomorrow Never Dies, or D, For Your Eyes Only.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. Your next question, Jimothy. How is Severine killed in Skyfall?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, shot, B, stabbed, C, drowns, D, explosion.
Explosion.
That is incorrect. Everyone else, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, shot, B, stabbed, C, drowns, or D, explosion? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Abel.
I want to say it's C, drowns.
David.
B.
And Rue.
I said shot. Which one is it?
A is correct. Shot is correct. Your next question, Jim. Who plays Jaws in The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Richard Kiel, B, Michael Lonsdale, C, Kurd Jurgens, or D, Herve Veliches.
Can you repeat just those options?
Yep, your options again are A, Richard Kiel, B, Michael Lonsdale, C, Kurd Jurgens, or D, Herve Veliches.
Sorry, Jordan's calling me, but I'm going to say B.
D is incorrect. Everyone else, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Richard Kiel, B, Michael Lonsdale, C, Kurd Jurgens, or D, Herve Veliches? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Abel.
Richard Kiel.
David.
Not that. See.
And Rue.
Richard Kiel.
Richard Kiel is correct. So, your fourth question, Jim. What sport do Goldfinger and Bond play together in Goldfinger?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, badminton, B, tennis, C, cribbage, or D, golf?
Golf.
Golf is correct for 1 point. And your final question, Jim. What is the name of Gustav Graves' satellite in Die Another Day?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Zeus, B, Apollo, C, Icarus, or D, Artemis?
Can you repeat just the options?
Yes. Is it A, Zeus, B, Apollo, C, Icarus, D, Artemis?
Icarus.
That is correct. For 1 more point. All right, so we end round number 2. Rue is in the lead with 23. Abel is in second with 21. I have David at 17 and Jim at 7. So we're going to get into round number 3. Everyone's going to play all 5 questions of this round. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to say the category. You're going to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. We're going to play all 5 questions, but if somebody does reach the score of 0, we will let them leave. So
You can.
just that's the rule, and I didn't know how to say it nicely. Any questions as we get into the betting round?
No, oh, good.
Okay, the first category you can bet points on is the Worlds of DC. Let's get bets, starting with Abel.
I said 2.
Okay, David?
2.
All right, Rue?
2.
And Jim?
Well, let's just make it a 2-party.
2, okay. All right, here is your question in the category of Worlds of DC. In Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, who retrieves the Spear of Kryptonite from underwater during the final fight with Doomsday? You gotta hate a Doomsday, am I right? Not a good day for anyone. How's Bucky doing? He refused to pee when I let him out. So it's been hours. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. It's going to be Jim's second repeat. In Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, who retrieves the Spear of Kryptonite from underwater during the final fight with Doomsday? Kurt Jurgens is an amazing name. I didn't know how to say if it's a Jurgens. Kurt Jurgens. Jurgens. Pretty interesting name. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Abel.
I changed my answer like 3 times. I said Lois Lane.
Let's go to David.
Lois.
Rue
Lois.
and Jim.
Stewie's favorite. Lois.
Lois is correct. Everyone gets 2 points. The next category you can bet points on is sci-fi icons. Let's get bets starting with David.
2.
All right, Rue.
2.
Jim.
I bet hot dog.
Okay, and Abel.
I also said 2. Okay.
Okay, your question in the category of sci-fi icons. Which sci-fi icons film features a final battle that takes place in Egypt? I'd like to go there. Seems like a cool place. I played Assassin's Creed.
Whoa.
Good shit.
What's going on?
That's my wife calling me, and I.
3,
Not muted.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be Rue's second repeat. Go ahead and mute that. Jim, okay, your question again in sci-fi icons. Which sci-fi icons film features a final battle that takes place in Egypt? Lots of cool places in the world I've never been.
I've been to Egypt.
That's pretty cool.
It's nice.
Great scuba diving. I know that sounds weird, but since like the Great Barrier Reef is dying off, the Red Sea is the best coral.
The golden coral.
Would you say the golden?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim, did you like that one? Let's go to David.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Rue.
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Jim.
I copied off of them and said Revenge of the Fallen.
Let's go to Abel.
I am directly below enemy scrotum.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is correct. So everyone except for Jim gets 2 points. Jim gets 1 point because he only bet 1. So score recap. Rue's at 27. Abel's at 25. David at 21. Jim is at 10. So your next category is DC, regular DC. Let's get back starting with Rue.
2.
Okay, Rue. Or sorry, Jim.
I forgot to write it down until the last second too.
Abel.
It's been a blast. 2.
And David.
2.
All right. 2s all around. Your question. Who appears to Constantine when he slits his own wrists at the end of Constantine? You ever seen this movie, Maggie? You ever see Constantine? Back when you were challenging for fandom belts left and right? Look at you. And you gave it all up. You gave it all up for a puppy. 5, 4. Happiness. 3.
I'll use my final repeat, please.
All right. That is Abel's final repeat. Who appears to Constantine when he slits his own wrists at the end of Constantine?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, right. My favorite is when Nick writes questions, which just, again, shout out to Nick who writes so many questions all the time. I had to write this match and I was stressed as fuck. He does it like all the time. It's insane. But I love it when a new movie comes to fandom. Like it would be like if Endgame had just come to fandom and he was like, how does Tony Stark die at the end? And everyone's like, spoiler alert. Like, he does that every time, and I love it. 5.
Was Bruce Willis dead the whole time?
1 pens down. Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Rue.
Lucifer.
Let's go to Jim.
I know there's a thing with his wife or something, so that's what I guessed.
Let's go to Abel.
Yeah, I said Satan/Lucifer.
And let's go to David.
Lucifer.
Lucifer, the devil, Satan. I would have accepted any of those answers. So everyone except for Jim gets 2 points. It's 29, 27, 23, 8. So the penultimate category is Star Wars. Let's get bets, starting with Jim.
Fuck it. 2.
Abel.
2.
David.
2.
And Rue.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, your question in Star Wars. At the beginning of The Rise of Skywalker, when returning to the Resistance base, Rey is upset with Poe for doing what specifically? Saw this movie in the theater 3 times opening weekend, and I like it. Go fuck yourself, people. I enjoy it. There's stuff I like about it quite a bit.
You make me appreciate this one more when we did the thing.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we got to talk about it, say nice things about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Go for Papa Palpatine. Let's go to Jim.
I didn't write anything, but Rise of the Resistance is really fun.
That's fair. Let's go to Abel.
I believe it's light speed skipping.
Let's go to David.
I also believe it's light speed skipping. Jesus Christ.
And Rue.
Yeah, that thing.
Light speed skipping is correct. I would accept all those. So, going into the final question. We got the score. Rue is in the lead with 31, Abel with 29, David with 25, and Jim with 6. So first, second, and third can still all be shaken up here going into this final question. The category is Law and Order. All right, let's get back, starting with Abel.
This has been long, and I need to pee, too.
David.
I don't pee, too.
Let's go to Rue.
Thank God I bet too, so you no matter what, you can go.
And Jim.
Nothing.
All right.
Well, actually, we'll see. Anyways.
Actually, if he misses on
yeah, that's what I said. Well, actually, we'll see.
Your question in the category of Law and Order. In Lethal Weapon 2, Murtaugh's daughter acts in a commercial that advertises what? This was fun. Love it when the admins get together and say, this would be really cool. Let's add more work for ourselves. No, this wasn't. This was a great match. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim, you bet 0. Let's go to you.
I said lotion.
Let's go to Abel.
Don't be a fool.
Let's go to David.
Condoms.
And Rue.
Wrap it up, B. Condoms.
And your winner, Maru Moses. Condoms was the correct answer. Glad it, behind the scenes, question 2 was picked, even though I didn't need to write 4 fucking questions. That was my favorite one out of the 4 I wrote. So anyway, great match. This was a lot of fun. Close match. Rue getting 33 points. It's kind of disgusting in a singles match. That's pretty nuts. So 33 points for Rue. He gets 3 points for the Phoenix Club. Abel comes in second with 31 points. He gets 2 points for Fun DMC. David comes in third, racks up 1 point for the Rogue Nation. Was that what it was? Yeah, I think that was what it was. Rogue Nation, yes. And Jim comes in last. Unfortunately, no points going to the video store, but a valiant effort nonetheless. So really great match. Thank you guys for watching. later today or earlier today. I don't remember I don't know where we're going to air it yet, but we've got the Melee singles match for Game of Factions. So that's going to be airing same day as today. So go back and watch it or wait for it to come out later today. It's going to be very exciting. So we'll see you guys real soon with the next Game of Factions matches and everything else going on here at Multiplex Entertainment. So thank you for watching. We'll see you real soon. Have a great night.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Game of Factions prequel thingy. I'm not actually sure what we're calling these, but these are the early Game of Factions matches. I'm sure this has all been explained to you. On the desk, we have Mr. Mark Menchaca, and we've got Payson, John, Matt, and Jake. Payson representing Rogue Nation now, John representing Fun DMC, Matt representing the Video Store, and Jake representing the Phoenix Club. Without further ado, I think we'll just jump into it. Round one's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you're getting a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge allotted to you throughout the entire round should you need them. So we're going to get started with your first question, which comes in the category of horror. Name both of the ghost faces from the first Scream film, and just first names are acceptable. Jake, can you have your hands up just a little bit more? Thank you. Thank you.
I'll just adjust my chair some higher.
To be clear, you're looking for characters?
Yes.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Payson.
Stu and Billy.
Matt.
I had Stu. I just blanked on Billy.
John.
I said Billy and Stu.
And Jake.
Billy and Stu.
Both correct.
Oh, yeah. Your next question is in the category of sports. What position does Joe play in Heaven Can Wait?
Does heaven wait for you, Mark?
Oh, I hope it does. You know, way we're going.
We got way more.
I don't know what
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. What do you think the meaning of life is, Mark? Let's go to Payson.
Quarterback.
Matt.
Quarterback.
John.
Quarterback.
And Jake.
Quarterback.
Quarterback is correct. As we get to your third question in the category of actors and actresses. Jose Ferrer, Gerard Depardieu, and Peter Dinklage have all played what film character?
Any other deep questions we can ask pertaining to this one?
What is a character?
I feel like we went into that in the last thing we were in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Matt.
I don't know how to spell it or say it, but Cyrano.
We'll have to come back to that. Jake.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
And Payson.
Spelled horribly, but Cyrano de Bergerac.
Okay, so I'm not sure if we can accept Matt's answer because he just has the first name and B, that's not the way it's spelled. So I'm going to say that we're not accepting it, and you can challenge if you would like.
Nah, that's all right.
Okay. Mark, does that sound about right to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll get to our fourth question, which comes in the category of crime. Mark, take it away.
Yep. Your question. What is the nickname of Jimmy Conway in Goodfellas? Some nicknames and such. Banter.
Do you have a nickname? Oh, yeah, it's the Big Chill. Done. What am I doing here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
I had nothing.
Matt?
Nope.
John?
The Nick?
And Payson.
Yeah, blinked on this. The Heavy.
All incorrect, looking for the Gent. Jimmy the Gent Conway.
Sorry, I didn't mean to slur you. Sorry.
So we're getting to our next question. Fifth question comes in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Supporting Actor for films released in 1951?
Was that a good year?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I did a whole lot of dancing that year. I don't really dance that much. Or not since they got rid of the twist. 5, 4.
You're out there in your big
3,
suits.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
I said Frank Sinatra.
And Payson.
I think we can all agree should have won for a different Elia Kazan movie, Carl Malden.
John.
Carl Malden.
And Matt.
I said Henry Fonda.
Carl Malden is correct.
Yeah, go into your next question in the category of action adventure. What is the name of the organization that is after Wick in John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum?
Did you like Chapter 4?
I did like it, but I don't think I liked it as much as everybody else did.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. It's my favorite of the franchise. Let's go to Payson.
Agreed. The High Table.
And John.
I put The Collective.
Matt.
The High Table.
And Jake.
The High Table.
The High Table is correct. And I think I am lagging a bit, so I'm going to quickly leave and come back before the next question. Okay, your next question comes, your penultimate question of round 1 comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Klaus Badell, Hans Zimmer, and Jeff Zanelli all composed films in what franchise?
You know, for that first guy, I just realized I've been pronouncing his name wrong my entire life.
You know, I might be pronouncing it wrong. That's totally possible. I've never heard it pronounced, so 5.
It sounds more correct than the way I always said it.
2, 1. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Payson.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
And John.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
And Matt.
Nope.
And Jake.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
All correct.
And going into your final question of round 1, because there are no perfect rounds, it is in the category of directors. Ricky and the Flash was the last film from what Oscar-winning director?
Ricky and the Flash sounds like an 80s cop show.
It does. I always felt like it sounded like a really old name.
5, 4.
Sounds like a good parent
3.
movie.
I'll do a repeat.
All right, that's John's first repeat.
In the category of directors, Ricky and the Flash was the last film from what Oscar-winning director?
Mark or Matt, can we get hands up? Thank you. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John. Matt.
No.
Jake.
Jonathan Demme.
And Payton.
Jonathan Demme.
That is correct. So coming out of round 1, I have Payson at 7, Jake at 6, John at 5, Matt at 2. Is that what you have, Mark? Okay, so we're going to get into round number 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they are stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point. Get it wrong, other player's going to get a chance for the steal. The categories on our lovely wheel tonight are Madonna, the actress, sci-fi fantasy, directed by Tim Burton, recent releases, Adam Sandler, action adventure, Spanish language horror, mystery thriller, and romance. So, Payson, you are in the lead. We will bring in your manager. Would you like to spin first or defer?
What do you think? Do we want to defer, see if people take away some stuff that we don't totally want?
Let's defer at least once, and we'll see.
Yeah,
where
we'll
we're at.
defer for one at least. Yeah.
All right. So we will take out Hulsman. And now second place, it's Jake. So we'll bring in Scott.
I don't see any reason to not defer, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to not go first or last in this situation, so I'm cool deferring at this point.
Well, I think we do have that option, so we will defer.
Okay. So we'll bring in Jake.
Do we also defer, Jake? I think
Jake, you're muted.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm in the same camp as my fellow Jake. So yes, I would say we defer.
Then we're going to do that.
So, Matt, this is your spin.
This is what we want.
Don't we defer it back to Payson?
Yeah.
No. So, Matt, your spin is away.
Spinner's choice.
And you land on Spanish language horror.
Your strength.
Nope.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we spin again?
Yeah, I did take like 4 years of Spanish, but I don't think that's going to help.
I don't think that's gonna help you.
Let's spin again.
Yeah, okay, sounds good, buddy.
This is the category you are stuck with. Action adventure.
Okay,
Take it.
good shit, man. Just take your time. Multiple choice if you need it.
Breathe.
Mark, would you like to give Matt his questions in the category of action adventure?
Yeah, let's do that. Matt, you prepare for your questions in action adventure.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, your first question. Before he starts prize fighting, what is the profession of Clint Eastwood's character in Every Which Way But Loose?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, private detective, B, trucker, C, cop, or D, construction worker.
He's a trucker.
That's correct for 1 point. Your next question. In Raw Deal, Kaminsky previously worked for what agency?
Five. Four.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, the CIA, B, the DEA, C, the FBI, or D, the NSA.
CIA.
That is incorrect. Going over to everyone else for the 1 point steal. Is it A, the CIA, B, the DEA, C, the FBI, or D, the NSA?
Five. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Payson.
Put the FBI.
And John.
I put the DEA.
And Jake.
I put the FBI.
FBI is correct. So Payson and Jake get that point.
All right. And going on to your next question, Matt. Who plays the title character's mother in Speed Racer?
Susan Sarandon.
That is correct for 2 points. Going on to your next question. Backdraft takes place in what U.S. city?
Multiple choice.
All All right, your multiple choice options are A, Los Angeles, B, Detroit, C, New York City, or D, Chicago.
New York City.
That is incorrect. Go to the rest of the comparison. The 1 point steal. Is it A, Los Angeles, B, Detroit, C, New York City, or D, Chicago?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Said Chicago.
And Payson.
Chicago.
And John.
Chicago.
All correct.
And then we'll be going on to Matt's final question in action adventure.
I think he might be frozen.
Oh, am I?
Not you.
Matt.
No, Matt.
I don't.
Okay,
Oh,
I see
Matt.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, all right, you're good. Now your final question in action adventure. Imogen Poots, Michael Keaton, and Rami Malek have supporting roles in what 2010s action movie?
RoboCop.
That is incorrect. Going over to the rest of the competitors for the 2 point steal.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Payson.
Why the fuck did Need for Speed come into my mind?
And John.
I think because it's Ray. Need for Speed.
Oh.
And Jake.
It's an underrated adaptation. Need for Speed.
Need for Speed is correct.
Okay.
So, coming out of that round, I have Payson at 11, Jake at 10, John at 8, Matt at 5. Is that what you have, Mark?
That's what we got.
Okay, so we'll bring back the wheel. And Payson, you are still in the lead.
Cam?
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Defer again?
I would probably prefer to defer. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Now we're over to Jake's manager, Scott.
So, do you want to spin now?
I would.
Basically, it's either now or next time, assuming Payson doesn't spin next time.
That's what it sounds like. Although he might just wait. There's still like just one category that I don't want, and I'm curious if I defer, will that be the category it lands on? I'm probably cool deferring one more time.
Okay. All right. We'll defer.
Okay. So, John, this is your spin. And Yelena, mystery thriller. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
That's not bad. Considering some of the other stuff that's on here, it's probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, I think we probably got to stick with it.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, one of the other ones get.
Unless you talk me out of it right now.
So you can get some extra steals. So you got it.
That's fine. We'll stick with this. We'll stick with it.
Okay. So I will give you your questions in the category mystery thriller. What South American country do Alicia and TR travel to in order to spy on Nazis in 1946's Notorious?
Argentina.
That is incorrect, everyone, for the 2-point steal. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
I said Brazil.
And Payson.
I also said Brazil.
And Matt.
Switzerland.
Brazil is correct.
Right after you said incorrect.
We get to your next question, John, in the category of mystery thriller. Gene Hackman, Sean Young, and Will Patton have roles in what 80s thriller?
I'll do multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Eureka. B. No Way Out. C. Heartbreak Ridge. D. Revenge.
I'll say No Way Out.
That is correct for 1 point. And John, your next question in the category Mystery Thriller. What sin does the second victim represent in Seven?
Greed or avarice?
Greed is correct for 2 points.
Can you bring Holtzman in?
Sure.
What's up, Payson?
He said 2 answers.
Avarice is a more biblical word for greed. It's
There, never mind. I'm an idiot.
You're good.
Dive. Hashtag taking a dive.
Okay, John. Your next question in the category of Mystery Thriller. Who directed The Pelican Brief? Five. Four.
I'll do multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Sidney Pollack, B. Gregory Hoblit, C. Alan J. Pakula, D. Joel Schumacher.
I want to say Alan J. Pakula.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of Mystery Thriller. What organization does the titular character work for in Salt?
How much did you guess? The CIA.
That is correct for 2 points. Okay, so coming out of that round, I have John getting a score up to 14, Payson at 13, Jake at 12, Matt at 5. Is that what you have, Mark?
That's what we got.
Okay, so we'll bring back the wheel, and we'll bring back Holtzman.
Do you want to defer again, or do you want to go for it now?
I would say we go for it now.
I agree.
Okay, we're going to spin.
Okay. Payson, your spin is away. And it's a free spin.
Okay.
And you land on Adam Sandler. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I know you've studied a good chunk of these before.
I have, but at the same time, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, I'd say
So I
we
would
always
prefer to test my luck and spin one more time. It's not the
there's
worst.
only one thing that we're really worried about, so we'll spin again.
All right. This is the category you will be stuck with. And you land in the category of romance.
I don't hate that. Okay.
Mark, would you like to give Payson his questions in the category of romance?
Yes, I would be delighted to give him his questions. Romance. Payson, are you prepared for your questions on romance?
Absolutely, Mark.
Coolio. Your first question. What type of item do Holly and Paul get from a Cracker Jack box in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
One of the Hepburns I didn't watch. Multiple choice.
Right. Multiple choice options are A, necklace, B, bracelet, C, pen, or D, ring.
Repeat the options.
Your options once again. A, necklace, B, bracelet, C, pen, or D, ring.
I'm going to say ring.
Ring is correct for 1 point. We're down to your next question. In My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Tula's father believed any ailment could be cured with what cleaning product?
Windex.
That is correct for 2 points.
Funny.
Your next question. Who directed The Notebook?
Nick Cassavetes.
That is correct for 2 points. Penultimate question. How many sisters does Lizzie Bennett have in 2005's Pride and Prejudice?
So not including her, she has 3 sisters.
That is incorrect. Going over to the rest of the competitors for the 2-point steal.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to John.
Let's hope it's 4 then.
Jake?
Guys, I said 4.
And Matt?
I'm going to hope it's 2.
4 is correct.
Can you bring camera now?
Next.
It's 4. It's 4.
Rosamund Pike, Jenna Malone, Carrie Mulligan. Who's the 4th?
I don't know her name, but it's 4. I promise you it's 4.
It's 4?
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
All right. With that, we'll be moving on. Oh. And with that, we'll be moving on to Payson's final question in romance. Who stars as Jennifer in Love Story?
Ally McGraw.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay, so at that, I have Payson with 15, Jake with 14, John with 16, and Matt with 5.
I have Payson at 20.
Oh, 20. I can't count. Payson's at 20. Excuse me. Payson's at 20. Jake is at 14. John's at 16. And Matt is at 5. Excuse me, everyone.
That is what we have.
I don't math. Anyway. Okay, now it is Scott's turn, or Jake's turn, but we'll bring in Scott.
Some people don't know this, but The Devil's Own is actually Alan J. Pakula's last film, not The Pelican Brief.
Land in horror.
What do you think about this one, Jake? It's not bad for you, of course.
It's not bad. It's not.
There's one
it's
thing
not,
you don't want.
It's the one thing I don't want. It's like, do I risk it, especially with everything? You know what? I think I'm fine taking it. What do you reckon? Like, because there's like 2-3 categories I'd like. This is one of the middle ones. I kind of just want to see what happens.
Our odds have heightened, obviously, of getting the bad category now that we're down to the end. So I'm good with keeping it too.
Yeah, we're gonna tempt fate and take it.
All right. I will give you your questions in the category of horror. Your first question, if I can find it. There we are. What 2000s horror film is about an ex-con who attempts to burglarize a home but then finds someone else has rigged it with a series of traps?
The Collector.
Correct for 2 points. Your next question, category of horror. Which of the titular character's family members die, prompting him to return home in 1941's The Wolfman? And we do need semi-specific.
I'll take multiple choice on this one, please.
Multiple choice options are A, wife, B, brother, C, father, D, mother.
I'll say father.
That is incorrect. Everyone else for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, wife, B, brother, C, father, D, mother. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matt.
Mother.
And Payson.
Mother.
And John.
I said brother.
Brother is correct for 1 point. And your next question, Jake, in the category of horror. Who portrays Lord Summerisle in 1973's The Wicker Man?
Christopher Lee.
Correct for 2 points. In 2011's The Thing, Joel Edgerton's character is a veteran of what war? Can we have hands? Thank you.
Sorry.
5.
Look, I'm going to go for it. Vietnam War.
That is correct for 2 points.
Fucking hell.
And your final question in the category of horror: who directed 1996's Thinner? Five, 4, 3.
I'll go multiple, please.
Multiple choice options are A. Louis Teague, B. Fraser Heston, C. Tom Holland, D. Bernard Rose.
Tom Holland.
That is correct for 1 point.
Just gone for it.
Good job, Jake.
So with that, I have Jake at 21, Payson at 20, John at 17, Matt at 5. Is that what you have, Mark?
That is what I have.
Okay, so we're going to get into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from are sci-fi fantasy, Joel Cohen, 1990s, horror, Brad Pitt, mystery thriller, animated, drama, war, and rom-coms. We're going to let them pick their categories right now, and we will get back to you right now. Okay, we are back, and our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. Matt has been mathematically eliminated. He can't catch up to John, who's in 3rd. So we're just going to go ahead with John with his 1-pointer in the category of mystery thriller. Mark, you want to give John his questions?
Yes. Give me a 1-pointer.
Yep.
What is the specific profession of Natalie Portman's character in Black Swan?
She's a ballerina.
That is correct for 1 point. And we will stick with you for your 2-pointer in war. Which, your question. Who directed Jarhead?
Sam Mendes.
That is correct for 2 points. And then I guess we'll
now John and Payson are tied up, so we will go over to Payson for his 1-pointer in animated. Mark, you can take that as well.
Yes, I will. Payson, your 1 point in animated. Who voices the titular character in The Corpse Bride?
Johnny Depp.
That is incorrect.
Well,
the correct answer.
Bring Holtzman in then.
Yep.
Correct answer is Helena Bonham Carter.
Well, bring
Yeah,
Holtzman.
we would like to challenge this question can't be asked because directed by Tim Burton is the strength of a player in the 2nd round. So challenge, please.
We will be back after the challenge. Back from the challenge, Payson and Holtzman absolutely right. Tim Burton is a category, so stuff can't be asked in round 3. So we have a new 1-point animation question for Payson.
All right. And Payson, your new 1-pointer in animation. Who voices the main character Oscar in Shark Tale?
Will Smith.
That is correct for 1 point.
And now we go back over to John for his 3-pointer in 90s.
Yes, and John, your 3-pointer in 90s. Nigel Hawthorne, Helen Mirren, and Ian Holm star in what 90s biopic?
I'm just going to say Elizabeth.
That is incorrect. We're looking for The Madness of King George.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And, with that, we will stick with John for his 4-pointer in the category of horror, which need to hit to knock it back over to Jake or Pace. Hurd Hatfield, George Saunders, and Donna Reed star in what 1945 horror movie?
Wow, you guys are evil. Let's see. 19.
5,
I'll take a repeat on that.
All right. I believe that is your second repeat. Question again. Hurd Hatfield, George Sanders, and Donna Reed star in what 1945 horror movie?
I'm just going to throw it again. I'll just say The Bad Seat.
That is incorrect. We are looking for the picture of Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray.
Right. Picture of Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray.
All right.
So now we go over back. I believe Jake and Payson are tied currently. So we go over to Jake since he has more questions. So Jake, your first question comes in the category of Brad Pitt. Your 1-pointer. Who directed Fury?
David Ayer.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right. And yeah, with that, we'll be going back over to Payson for his 2-pointer in mystery thrillers. What real-life scientist does Danton go to see in The Prestige?
Nikola Tesla.
That is correct for 2 points.
So now we go back over to Jake for his 2-point question in the category of animation. Jake, what 2010s animated film features the Wayback Machine?
Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
That is correct. For 3 points, or 2 points.
Yeah.
Back over to Payson for his 3-pointer in Joel Cohen. You will find a train-obsessed character named Rex Rexroth in what Joel Cohen movie?
Intolerable Cruelty.
And that is correct for 3 points. To Jake.
And now we go over to Jake for his 3-pointer in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Jake, your 3 in sci-fi fantasy. What specifically did Willie say Charlie stole, which is why he won't get a prize in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
That is your first repeat. What specifically did Willie say Charlie stole, which is why he won't get a prize in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Some of the fizzy lifting drink.
That is correct for 3 points. We were just looking for fizzy lifting drink.
Yeah, I didn't know the specific.
We needed the name of the thing. That's what we're looking for. So we go back over to Payson for his 4-pointer in sci-fi fantasy. If he hits, he sends it back over to Jake. If he misses, then it is game, and Jake wins. Payson 2nd, John 3rd, and Matt 4th. So, Mark, take it away.
Right. Payson, 4-pointer, sci-fi fantasy. What 1966 sci-fi movie stars Rock Hudson as a banker who agrees to a procedure that will give him a new identity?
Five, 4.
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. What 1966 sci-fi movie stars Rock Hudson as a banker who agrees to a procedure that will give him a new identity?
Great game, Jake. You're still one of the greats. Forbidden Planet.
And your winner of this Game of Factions match, Jake, the Maestro Marangoni, the correct answer was seconds. Seconds was the correct answer. So we're going to post-match, or no, I believe there's no post-match interviews. So no post-match interviews. This is just the game. So to recap, Jake came in first, Payson second, John third, Matt fourth. So we will see you all later.